Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's module. So today's module is going to be we're going to be discussing the psychology of clients and pain points. Now, the goal is to understand why clients buy and how understanding why clients buy will directly improve response rate, conversation flow, booking rate, closing ability, and basically how sales would progress, right? So if you understand the psychology behind clients and their pain points, you'll be able to position yourself strategically as their solution, all right? So number one thing that we want to understand around the psychology of clients is you understanding the mind of a business owner. Now, you don't have to think like an employee. You don't have to think like an employee if you are going to get the attention of small business owners or companies or clients. You have to think like a business owner. Just first think and understand the mindset. Now, what are the things that your prospects are most likely going through, right? So, number one is business are overwhelmed. Think about it. They wake up every day to manage too many things. They are waking up to over 200 unread messages, and they don't even know which of them is priority, which of them is important, which of them is urgent. And it's a lot because you still have to, as the business owner, you still have to think about how that day's business is going to run. What are the deliverables? What am I going to achieve at the end of that day? Right. Now, they also need to think, you also need to look at it this way. They have clients, multiple clients that they are juggling around, that they are juggling, like they're servicing clients A, client B, client C. These different clients have different priorities, right? Admin work is also there. They have to also still market to get more clients in. They have to still struggle with doing all of these things and still remain consistent. Imagine a solo business owner handling all of these things. And again, there's always the tendencies to miss opportunities because of poor structure, right? Now, understanding this aspect allows you to know fully well that every business owner are overwhelmed. I used to have a client that previously she just needs the work done, and eventually she realized that it wasn't solving it wasn't bringing solution because she was still getting overwhelmed. And then it does not help if you can only delegate just a task when there are multiple tasks that needs your attention. All right. Now they are time starved. Think about it. We all have equal 24 hours every day. Now, a client should, as a first as a regular human being, you just have to sleep 8 hours a day. Some people take 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. Let's just say you're sleeping 8 hours a day, and you have 16 hours to be productive. Now, in these 16 hours, you have to take care of yourself, you have to take care of your business, you have to attend once in a while to family. That's extended. Now, if you are a married person, you still have to attend to your immediate family, right? You still have to attend to your immediate family, all right? So look at it this way. Now you have a business owner that owns one business that is managing 3 clients, and this particular person has 16 hours. If the person has to stay healthy, he has 16 hours of work and eat and rest. in between all of this. So number one is that they don't have time to even think. They just, most of them just get it as it's going, without asking 100 questions. So in a process where they need someone that wants to, okay, they have a particular task done, and they just need you as an individual or as a virtual assistant to look at the task to be done and understand the process that it needs to be done, even before being told, oh, do A, B, C, D, E. And then when you get to F and you're having issues, come back to D, complete it very well so that you don't have issues in F. You know, that kind of um that kind of patience, they don't have it. So as much as you want clarity, for another example is when a business owner tells you, I need I need an ad campaign to promote our restaurant, and the highlight is our star menu or our star dish, right? He's not he's not expecting you to now ask, okay, what kind of video do you want for the content? Do you want a video? Do you want a graphic design? How many pictures are we putting in? You know, you are trying to be detailed, right? But then look at it, they don't have that time. Because if they need to attend to every of your question, they might as well just do it themselves. All right. So their days are always chaotic. The clients would often say it, oh, my day is chaotic. My day is, what, I don't have time because my day was chaotic. I had to do this, I had to take care of my kids, especially moms that have businesses. They have to cater for their kids, they have to take them to school and all of those things. And at the same time, they still have to show up in their businesses. All right. Now, they want speed and certainty. See, business owners love working with people who respond quickly. So I have this particular client that I had to outsource someone to, and his major complaint has always been, oh, this lady is slow to respond. This person is slow to respond. He or she is not available online, you know. And on its own, it's an headache to the client. Already, it's an headache to the client or to the business owner. So they really want to work with people who respond quickly, who show initiative, who make their workload lighter. See, there is no how you are assisting someone and you are adding more burden to the work. You are not doing your job. Right? I'm kind of positioning it, I'm kind of making you to understand the reasons why uh, business owners work with people, why they need a virtual assistant, or why they need someone to work with. All right. What else again? They work with people that provide solutions, not problem. So I have a client that needs to get online or that needs to work on a webinar, and she doesn't know the tech to use. I should not create problem by saying, let's use A, B, C, D, E, F and see which one works. I'm adding more problem to the existing problem. I should be able to provide solution that, okay, look, if you are going to live stream on YouTube, you can use an external live streaming platform. You can use OBS. You can use streaming OBM. Is it OBM? Yeah, OBM. I can't remember it. You can use a StreamYard, you know, to live stream, provide solution rather than problems. Now, another thing that you should understand about the mind of a business owner is that they are tired of hiring the wrong people. They are tired of hiring the wrong people. Believe you me, um, they've worked with unreliable freelancers before. They've worked with unreliable freelancers before. You know, unprofessional freelancers as well, right? Um, there was a client that reached out to me and was making this whole complaint about um, they not about having this freelancer worked that was given a task that should be completed in 2 hours, and she stated the freelancer billed her for 17 hours of work, 72 hours, 72 hours of work in 2 days. Shocking, right? Shocking. So they are tired of hiring the wrong people, unreliable freelancers. They have been disappointed with slow communication. Again, when you don't respond quickly, you are giving them the wrong idea about you. All right, you're giving them the wrong idea about you. Number three is they hired cheap virtual assistants who wasted their time. They are as part of hiring wrong people. You know, you can hire someone and you think, oh, it's very cheap, they're affordable, but the person ended up wasting their time. They've experienced similar. And you might say, oh, after all, they are the ones that are going for cheap and low quality. But you should understand something as well, that even in cheap, low quality, even with cheap services, there is still a standard. There is still a standard, right? They've already also worked, they would have most likely worked with clients that, I mean, people that delivered their tasks incorrectly. I remember something that happened to me when I started working remotely as well. And I was given a task. I was given a task uh, I was to complete an assessment, and I completed the assessment. But upon submitting, I submitted the question instead of the assessment. Now, the clients reached out and was like, "Hey, David, you got, you sent back the question." I was like, "Oh, apologies. I did not rename it. That. We cleared the air. I submitted the real thing." But then this is the thing. Assuming that client did not cross-check, I just submitted that way too, it would have costed her as well, right? They have already worked with this kind of people, and so they are cautious. Now, as much as they are cautious, they are also desperate for good help, right? As much as they are cautious of people that they've hired wrongly, they also need someone that is going to show up and do them well. And trust me, when you do a client well, the high tendency of having a word of mouth recommendation is high. All right. Another thing is that they take action when they feel confident about the following things. Now, if I am a business owner and I need to hire someone, and I am not sure if the person can deliver what I need he or she to deliver, I am not sure about if the person even has experience to deliver it. if the person is experienced enough to provide that service. If I'm not sure of those two, there's no way I'm going to hire the person. Number three is that if in your communication you don't sound sure. I was talking to someone earlier today and I was telling the person that I was just telling the person randomly that you should learn how to sell. Learn how to sell. There are two ways you sell. You either sell a product or you sell a product that you're confident about, or you sell yourself as a service. And in the process of selling yourself as a service, there is a way you communicate. If you don't communicate the way you ought to communicate, I kid you not, there's tendencies for the client not to, work with you. Another thing is that they will take action when they feel confident about your system, about your agency structure, about your system. Once they are sure that this person is doing, this person, I tell a client that I am going to help the person stay consistent on social media platforms for 30 days. That is what I have told the client. And in that 30 days, I create before the 30 days, I have created the content, I have created the captions, I have scheduled them ahead of 30 days. I have proven my system already. And so they will feel confident enough to take action. See, the client psychology is simple. For you to get them to work with you, they need to have confidence in you, they need to trust you, and they need to feel relieved. They need to feel relieved. And lastly, they need to see that you can show results. All right. Now, what are the core pain value? What are the core pain points, right? There are six major pain points. So there are 6 pain points that you must learn to identify. Number one is the time pain point. Now, the time pain point is the biggest pain point because think about it, business owners are drowning. Business owners are drowning in emails. They are drowning in scheduling appointments, meetings, and all of those things. They are drowning in operations. They are drowning in client messaging and team management. Now, most of the time, they feel that they are doing all of these things on their own. They feel they are doing all of these things on their own. So that's pain point number one that you must learn to identify. Pain point number two is the skill pain point. Life lost. Pain point number two is the skill pain point. Now, a lot of times they are not sure, again, they are not sure if you can help them with the skill sets they demand. Now, they need help with copywriting, they need help with marketing, some of them need help with HR and hiring, Some of them need help with social media management. Some of them need help with administration, with lead generation, you name it. Now they know what needs to, and most times they don't have the skills for it. And at other times they have the skill for it, but they don't still have the time, which is the first pain point again, the time pain point. All right. Number 3 pain point is the growth pain point. Now, as their business grow, the workload increases, systems tend to break down, and like, oh, this system was working before, but we cannot implement it again because our business has grown beyond that particular system. Now, most of the time, they also lose track of tasks that needs to be done because they are growing, but they don't have a team to handle it. Sometimes customer service will suffer. They might not, what's it called? They might not be able to reach out to the large number of customers that are inquiring about their products. Because they are growing, they don't have the team to handle it. All right. Number 4 pain point. Okay. So the number 4 pain point is the organization pain point. A moment. So organization's pain point. Now, many founders operate in chaos. Let nobody deceive you. Many founders operate in chaos. There is no SOP, there is no standard operation procedure, there is no automation, there is no automation, there is no organized calendar, there is no delegation in place. There is random workflow. Oh, let's do it as it comes, let's do it as it comes. Right? Everything is all over the place, and a lot of time they need structure. That's the organizational pain, or the organization pain that you need to identify. So look at it. We are going to get into it as we proceed in the module. We're going to have a practical section about it, right? Okay, so number 5 is trust pain point, and trust me, this is very, very important. You cannot work with someone you don't trust. I, as a person, I cannot outsource someone that is not tested, trusted, and reliable. All right. So they've been burned before by unreliable by unreliable freelancers. You can't call them professionals. People who ghost them mid project, inexperienced hires, fake VAs, and trust me, I've experienced I've seen a lot of VAs, right? So I cannot work with someone that I don't trust. So in the same vein, they would want someone that is reliable. So just identify it when you're having a conversation with them. You realize that most of them want to work with, they need help, but they need someone that they can rely on, someone that they can trust. There's a client of mine that entrusted his bank details to me, And if I was being selfish or I was being greedy, I should have siphoned it. I should have siphoned it. But no, integrity matters a lot. Integrity matters a lot. If you have to work consistently online, you have to prove yourself beyond reasonable doubt that you are reliable and you can be trusted. All right. Number number six. Sorry. Number six is the financial pain. Right. Hiring a full-time employee is expensive. Yes, it's expensive globally. It's expensive. And so outsourcing solves salary commitment, outsourcing solves benefit costs, training costs, hiring HR extra burdens, uh, what's it called, performance as well. Outsourcing, an outsourcing agency solves this pain point. Now, they know that they need help, but they cannot afford hiring locally. And so what they do is they find means to hire people outside their local environment. Now, that being said, understand this: emotions get sales moving. What allows people to sell or to buy is emotions. There's one of my friends, a good friend and a troublesome friend of mine. She sells bags and all of these fashion stuff. And anytime I look at any product that she has that I am interested in, I look at it that what makes me interested in this thing, the first thing, or any one of them that I buy, what makes me interested in this first thing is, oh, I love how this is going to look on me or on the person I am buying it for. And so there is an emotion of wanting to belong. There is an emotion of, I will look good, I will belong, I will feel classy if I buy these sneakers from her, right? So the moment I remove money from my account and pay, the reason is not necessarily because she's posting consistently. It is part of it. But what allows me to buy is emotions. There is an emotional drive. The emotional drive is, this thing makes me look good. I'll feel confident about myself when I wear these sneakers or I wear this shoe that is worth 250,000 naira. I'm wearing this shoe to a party, I'm wearing it to a conference. I'm going to feel confident in myself. I'm wearing this wristwatch, this designer wristwatch. So because I'll feel confident, feeling emotion. Now, what are the emotional drivers behind buying decisions? So that's the next lesson. So emotional drivers behind buying decision. Number one is relief. Now, even though every business owner will talk logically, like, oh, this plus this should give me this. Even though they talk logically, there is an emotional drive behind what they are buying. All right. So they buy emotionally. Everybody buys emotionally. Right. So number one is relief. Now, the number one emotional driver is they need to feel burdened. lifting off their shoulders. They want to hire a virtual assistant and be able to comfortably relax. Like, I am relieved. Think about it. Why do you think a mother that just gave birth to a mother of twins, for example, would decide to hire a nanny? The reason is simple. The nanny will take care of one, I will take care of another as the mother. Or the nanny will take care of one, I can carry the second one to the father, and I will be relieved. I will be free. Now, if you are working for a business owner, you are working with a business owner, and at any point in time, they don't feel relieved. You've not done your job yet, right? So, number one is relief. Number two is confidence. They trust that you know what you're doing. They can depend on you. Remember, I mentioned something about trust. You communicate well. You communicate well, and they know you will deliver. Now, because they trust in all of this, right, they will decide to buy. Number three is safety. They want predictability. They don't want you working actively now and then you ghost them in the next for the next 1 week or 24 hours or 48, 72 hours. They want predictability. They want proven process. My workflow. Oh, you tell me that I bring operations. I am all about operations. I bring what's it called? How do they put this in English now? I streamline workflow. I bring order to your operational table. What is the process? Have you tried it before? Is it proven? Number three is clear reporting. Clear reporting that, oh, you gave me task A, B, C. I completed task A. I am on task B. And task C seem like it will be easier to do because I have completed A. I don't know if you understand. I was given task A, B, C. I'm done with task A. This is task A. Now, while I am working on task B, I have seen that task C is like a continuation of task A. So it will be easier and quicker to do. Right? Clear reporting and transparent communication. Let them know. There was a client that was telling me about this VA that she wanted to hire. This VA that he wanted to hire, and then they gave this boy a task to do. Now, the task is simple. Now, but because he was having challenges with data, with internet, and with light, he decided to leave his house to go and book an hotel. On going to book the hotel and all of those running around, he failed to communicate what is his current scenario with them. And then they were left in the loop, they were left in the dark. Eventually, they didn't work with him anymore with communication. Now, in safety, every business owner are scared of being scammed. There are times I want to buy something online from all of these vendors, and I'll have my fingers crossed that even though they posted reviews and all, right, they also fear being disappointed, and they also fear wasting their money. Now, safety is another reason why Once they feel safe with you, once they feel safe with you, it's easy for them to work with you. Number four is they want tasks done faster, easier, without micromanaging. No, let's look at it this way. I hired you to lighten my body, but I am monitoring you to ensure that you are lightening my body. You're not doing it. You're not helping me already. You're not helping me. All right. Number four is growth. Growth is one of the reasons why they hire. Right. They hire when they want to scale, when they want to expand, when they are launching new products, or when they want to acquire new clients. That's one of the reasons why lead generation is kind of like a very high niche when it comes to sales and marketing, generating leads. And we're going to talk about what's it called? We're going to talk about qualifying leads as well. We're going to talk about it as we progress in the training. Number six is they want control. They don't want to lose control working with you. So your messaging, your communication has to constantly reassure them. Oh, I'm working on tax B. You are going to get tax B completed within the hour. You're going to have it completed before close of business today. Always ensure, okay, you always have an oversight. Will keep you updated. You will have visibility across all tasks. Let them be assured in your communication with them, right? And that brings us to how to identify pain points in conversations. How do you identify pain points in conversations? Questions. Pain-oriented questions open up the conversation, opens the door for the real pain. Like it allows you see what they are truly going through. So if you connect with them on LinkedIn and you guys have exchanged pleasantries and you guys have tried to communicate what your business is about, and then you just ask the question, just drop it casually, like, what are the, oh goodness, what challenges have you faced with past hires? What's stopping you from being more productive? You see, now, sometimes you will ask, what would you delegate first if you had the right person? Those kind of questions. And the clients will feel, well, I don't think I should answer to you. The reason is because there are some questions that should not be as content. They should be as conversations. And pretty much along the line, I'm going to share with you us in the course of the training as well. Of course, I'm going to share with us the different platforms and what they actually represent. And when I mean what they actually represent, it's more or less going to be like what you should do with each of these platforms and their features. We'll get into that as we progress. So number two, listen to emotional languages or emotional statements. When they review deeper issues like I'm overwhelmed, I'm frustrated, I've wasted money on VAs before, I'm tired of doing everything myself, I don't know where to start. There are emotional languages that you should identify when you're having conversations with them. Good. Number three is mirror their words. So when a client says, I need someone reliable, you are saying it that, oh yeah, true. Reliability is extremely important, and that's what we actually guarantee. When they tell you, oh, I don't want someone that is going to scam me. You can provide a system or a measure that ensures that both parties are not scammed. Letting them know that it's like an FAQ, like frequently asked questions, and then you ask the question and you give the answer to that question, knowing fully well that when they have that question at heart, and when you have asked the question, they'll be like, okay, let me see what your response is. They see your response, and your response actually addresses the question for them. Of course, you solve a major problem, right? Number 4 is when you confirm their pain points. Confirming their their pain rather strengthens the emotional connection and help them feel understood. So when a client is saying, I don't have an organized calendar, or when they are saying something like, okay, I have this business and I have this job, but lately I've not been able to attend to my business because of this job, and you want to take ownership, you can easily tell them that, okay, I believe you are looking for someone that will fully take ownership and reduce workload for you, right? Now, when you are able to confirm their pain, you would easily transit into solution. You transit into offering them your solution. So I'm looking for someone that is going to take ownership and reduce workload significantly. Now, this is how we come in. Our VAs are A, are B, are C. Remember what we talked about in the last module? And then you transit into sharing. Just needs to be quick. And last but not the least, the last lesson for you is going to be positioning DV. So if they've told you they are overwhelmed and they've not had attention, they've not been able to give attention to their business, you don't need to go beating about the bush about how a client scammed you before, how a client gave you a 2-star rating on Upwork. Nah, you're already deviating, and because you're already deviating, you're already losing their interest. So speak directly to their pain. Their pain is they need someone to take full ownership, address that pain. This is how DVI takes full ownership of your business. Now, show you understand their struggles. Show you understand their struggles. Again, what's it called? Because they need to get their business up and running, and they also attend to their job, families to tend to. Position yourself as a mother that, you are a mother, not position. You are a mother, for example. Position yourself as someone that also deals with all of these things, and you've been able to manage and balance your time, and that is why you can be of help. Yeah, that is how you can be of help. So if you have not experienced something, to provide solution and to be of help to that situation is going to be hard. All right. Number 3, position DVI as a system, not just a service. It is not just a service, it's a system. It's not just a service, it's a system. If we are looking into content creation for social media management, we have this AI in place, we have this in place, we have this scheduling in place, if we want to run ads, we have this in place, we have this in place, we have this in place, and everything works streamlined wise. Everything is streamlined to work accordingly. Number four, use proof and some language. Oh, we help clients, we help previous clients achieve so, 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 and so. And they were first with this kind of situation, but after we stepped in, this was what we did, and this was the result we got. Promise certainty without over promising. You will not over promise and tell them, oh, we are going to get your 3 month job, we are going to get it done in 2 weeks, we are done. My love, it's not me and you. I'm not there. So when you are promising certainty, you are promising that because the task is going to take 5 days. The task is going to take 5 days, and you tell them we'll get it done in a week, 7 days. In that 7 days, they can get the task fully done in 4 or 5 days, and then use the remaining 2 days to revise and review, so that when it is being sent to them, they are satisfied with the job done. And so I did not bring in questions here, but I want to believe there will be questions. And if there are any questions, please feel free to share the questions in feel free to share the questions in the comment section. And in the absence of none, I believe that brings us to the end of this module. In the next module, we'll be looking at, which is module 3, we're going to be looking at market research and ideal client profiling, the way you have to profile your clients to understand what category of clients you'll be working with. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful day ahead.